So this is a cup of hot water. One of the things that took me some time to get used to when I first came to the States was it is hard to find a cup of hot water. But hot water is everywhere in China. In most of the restaurants, they serve you hot water even in the summer. And there's this kind of hot water stations in the schools, offices, and airports. So why do Chinese people love drinking hot water? In ancient China, people actually drink both cold and hot water. In Manchus, there's a saying that 冬日则饮汤，夏日则饮水, which means drink cold water in the summer and drink hot water in the winter. And in ancient China, people actually store ice cubes in some sort of basement cellars during the winter for making cold drinks in the summer. In the Forbidden City, there are several ice cellars where millions of ice cubes can be stored, while now it's turned to restaurants. And actually, most people were used to drinking cold water in ancient China, because back then not everyone could afford to buy fuel for a stove and boil water. That's why most people were used to drinking cold water, and drinking hot water was kind of a privilege for the elderly, the sick, and the pregnant women.
Fresh drinking water, a staple of life, but in another time and place, a deadly killer.
The popularization of drinking hot water in China was actually formed during the 20th century. 7 global cholera epidemics have occurred in the past 200 years and have caused a severely high death toll. The scientists then realized that the cause of the disease was linked to the lack of clean drinking water, and countries started to develop safe and clean drinking water systems. However, during the mid-19th century through 20th century, China was suffering from opium wars and rebellions, and the government didn't have enough resources to support big public water system projects. So in order to prevent getting sick, Chinese people boiled water to kill bacteria in the water. And this is when the trend of drinking hot water was formed. During the early 20th century, 煮水店, or cooked water shops, has brought up in China. There were over 2,000 cooked water shops in Shanghai alone in the 1930s.
人民政府归中央人民政府今天成立了。
After the founding of the People's Republic of China in 1949, the state strengthened the propaganda of drinking hot water. At that time, schools, factories, and workplaces provided boiling water for free. Gradually, drinking hot water became a part of modern Chinese culture. But one thing to remember is that hot drinks exceeding 65 degrees Celsius or 149 degrees Fahrenheit will damage the esophageal mucosa and increase the risk of esophageal cancer. Warm boiling water around 40 degrees Celsius or 104 degrees Fahrenheit is the best choice of drinking hot water.